Hello my crafty friends, it's Arva. Welcome back to my channel. I am coming on today with a swap that I participated in with the Facebook group Happy Meal Swappers. I'll leave a link to the group down below. And for the swap, we had to create 5 sets of 3 bows. And my swap partner is Becky Baker. And when Becky and I communicated with each other, she said she wanted something kind of springy. So I tried to go with that theme, and I'll start out by showing you some of the things I used to create my project. So I've seen this bow floating around, and it looks very similar to the bow that Erica has, Scrap Diva Designs. This one I purchased, gosh, probably 6 or 7 months ago on Amazon. It's a little different because it does have a layering piece here, and I don't know about hers, but this one, this piece here is a little short for the bow, but you'll see it actually comes out really nice, and you really don't see the back of the bow anyway. So that's one thing that I used. This here, there are 2 bows. This is the large one, this is the small one. I know that on Amazon you can get it from the ZFParty shop, but I believe it was originally either in KSCraft or the KLJUYP store on Alley. Anything that I can find links for, guys, I will try to link in the description box below. This one definitely is a KSCraft die. I think this one was designed by Nicole Silhouette. That's kind of her signature doily edge there. These are KSCraft dies. I also believe, I'm fairly certain that you can get that from ZFParty on Amazon as well. Again, anything that I can find links for, I'll link below. There's a small and a large for this one and the wavy looking one, and they are separate. They're purchased separately. So then this is the new die that I just got from KSCraft. It is the sunflower die, bow die, and it's a really pretty bow. However, because I was doing spring themed and these petals look like daisies as well, I just didn't use the centers, and I did my own center so it looked more like a daisy versus a sunflower. This is one of my favorite eyelet sets, guys. It has different colors, they're large. And they're really great for using if you're going to do dangles or put a dangle on your project. And they were fairly inexpensive. And if you don't have a crocodile, it actually comes with the tool for setting the eyelet. I have a crocodile, so I don't use that piece, and it comes with the instructions. It was a nice little set, and it was fairly inexpensive, especially for all the pieces that you get. Something new that I just picked up. My Dollar Tree and my Tuesday Morning now do not have the removable glue dots that are actually made by Glue Dots in the green box. So I went on a hunt on Amazon and I found these, and it came with 1,000 glue dots. There's 10 rolls, 100 dots per roll, and guys, I'm impressed. I put it on some cardstock. I left it on for a couple of hours, and then I went to go pull it off, and it didn't damage my cardstock at all. So I thought I would share that with you guys. And this was something recently. I picked up these really pretty iridescent rose beads. I thought those were so pretty. So some of the papers that I used this new paper pad from Michaels called Into the Garden. Really pretty pad with beautiful pastels. And I really, really like that it included some of these solids so that when you go to craft, you don't have to try to search for something that will match your project. They already are included. I use this old paper pad by Martha Stewart. Some of the bows look better with double-sided paper, so I use some of this for some of my bows. Very, very pretty pad. I love the pink and mint and gold. I also used a couple of sheets from Copper Luxury by DCWV. Another really pretty pad. I haven't used this in a while. but it's a really, really pretty pad. And I went back to the collection that I used a couple of weeks ago for a swap, which was the Early Bird collection by Bo Bunny. And this, I had the full collection that I picked up from Tuesday morning. So I had the 12 by 12, the 6 by 6, the doilies, the chipboard, the ephemera pack, and then I got the collection kit from HSN. Now, I have found, and I do not remember whose video it was, but somebody used record sleeves to store their scraps. And I thought, well, if the scraps fit, especially ones that are 12 by, cut from a 12 by 12 and they still have the length, then maybe the pad will fit. So I purchased some. This was a pack of 100. They're 12 3/4 by 12 3/4. And I have to say, guys, I'm really quite surprised. I mean, this pad has got a lot of paper still left in it. I have the collection kit, the 6 by 6, and all the pieces in this record sleeve. So if you're looking for a good way to store, and the reason that I wanted that was because when I have these scraps on the inside of the paper pad, sometimes they fall down. I don't want to have to clip it. So I thought this would be a good way to keep everything together. And something else that I used was the Precision Cardstock by Park Lane. This is supposed to be designed for the cutting machines. Guys, it really reminds me of the American Crafts cardstock that's kind of textured on one side and solid on the other, or smooth on the other. I've heard mixed reviews about some Park Lane paper, and the ones that are the 110 that is white core, it leaves a little to be desired. But this in the cutting machine, I was pleasantly surprised. During the Christmas holidays, Joann's had a really big sale on these paper pads. So I bought a pack in every color because I figured I could use it in some way. I've used it on the maker. I've used it on my silhouettes. And I really, really like this paper, this cardstock. It's 80 pound. You get 60 sheets, and it worked perfectly in my machines. So if you get a chance to find it on sale, I think it's normally $19.99. When I picked them up, I think they were around $9.99. And really, really like this cardstock. So now let's get into the project. All right. This is how I am going to send Becky's bows. I am just so excited. So I went back and forth, trying to figure out the best way to package these bows so that they wouldn't get bent. I was in Cricut Community and I found this file. So if you have Cricut access, you will be able to access this file for free. I will leave a link if I can down in the description box. So this is some of the Joann's cardstock. That's what the base is cut from. This is some of the Bo Bunny Early Bird paper and some of the ephemera pieces. One of the doilies, one of the chipboard pieces. This is one of the KSCraft bows, and then I put a cabochon in the middle. I used some of the matte silver foil from Recollections here for the buckle. And here is where I used the roses, the rose beads. So I have some bubblegum beads on this dangle, some berry beads. I have her name in yellow alpha beads. I have a filigree heart, some filigree silver beads. Some of the beads have these pretty space bead caps on them. And then at the end, because the paper had the tea kettle, I added a tea kettle charm on the end. I think this is the chunkiest dangle that I've done to date. And I really like the way that it came out. And this is where I used that eyelet that I showed you earlier. So I added some flat back pearls also. Sorry about that. And then the back, I did put the paper on the back. And then I added my sticker here. And so I used Velcro to close it. And so on the inside, first thing is a goodie that I have for Becky. And this is the first goodie. I added some cabochons, some spring-themed cabochons for her. So flowers, bows, all kinds of goodies that she can use on some of her projects. With some of the bows, I didn't put a different center because I didn't know what project she may want to use it on. So I wanted to leave that open for her. Okay, and this is the next goodie. And this is that bow that I was talking about. I added a pink jimmy in the middle. And these are just some pink, different shades of pink gemstones from the Dollar Tree. And with the Dollar Tree, a lot of those bags, you can just take the piece, the branding piece out. This just comes undone. And so I just cut my design paper the same length and width. And then I put it inside and then just added the bow on top. So, of course, I did more than 5. You guys know I can never just follow the instructions. So here are the small bows that I created for her. Small flat ones that I think would be great on cards. Then we have their big sister. And I just put these, double back the acetate. These were created with my silhouette cameo. No, that's not correct. This is the ZFParty die, the small and the large. And see, these are ones that I was saying it's better to use a double-sided cardstock or pattern paper because you can see when it's folded, you can see the underneath. So I thought double-sided would look better for a project like that. All right. These were using the KSCraft sunflower bow. And I just watched the video, but I'd already completed these by DM. And she said that, because obviously you can't really see the bow underneath the flower. So what she suggested was if you have both, use the small flower on the large bow, then you could see more of the bow. Okay. These are the ones I created with my silhouette. And I will leave links to the ID number or put it across the screen here. Oops. And this is the last set. And these were also created with the silhouette cameo. I just love how they turned out. I thought they were so pretty. And I used these crystals from Hobby Lobby as the centers. And I didn't attach these with hot glue. So if she wants to take them up and put another center in, that's fine. But I thought these really were good. That would go with, could go with anything. And during a recent swap, it's so funny. I was paired with, in the matchbook swap, I received from Kiki's Creations and Becky. And so I'm looking for a 3x3 note card and I find Becky's and I'm getting ready to start writing. And I was like, wait, I can't send her back the card that she sent me. So at least, guys, I'm using my stuff. Aren't you proud of me? But this one is created by Kiki. And here it is. It says hello. And I just wrote a quick note saying thank you for swapping with me. But Kiki had already added the bow for me, the pretty little sequins. And this is where I added the glue dot. Of course, I used it also to attach the bows to the acetate. But yeah, that is it. I will be back with what Becky created for me very soon. I hope Becky likes what I'm sending her. All right, guys, that's it for today. Take care and have a blessed day.